Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about the Kanoodle Jr. So it's a nice size game. It's a really easy to throw like in a backpack or if you're traveling. And I love that the case is super sturdy. So it is a really sturdy case for little ones. It is recommended for ages 4 to 7. I love that everything stores was inside the case. You see right here, it's got the book of all the puzzles, and there are 60 different colorful brain boosting puzzles inside this book, but it's all within the case. You just slip the little booklet underneath and close it up and it's ready to go. It's nice and travel little handle here. The game is a really actually simple play. I will say at about 4, my son had a little bit of trouble just with his spatial reasoning because you have these little blocks that you are trying to fit in and make these shapes. The shapes have to fit inside here. So you cannot have, for example, a piece like this, like it just will not fit. But inside the book, there are several different like levels of puzzles of difficulty, and even give you all the directions up here of how to play as a parent that you can read. And then you get to the puzzles themselves. So it'll tell you actually down here is a really easy little key. It'll give you the stars of how difficult they are. So it kind of ranges from 1 all the way up to 5 stars that you'll see in there. But what they're trying to do, so you can actually, the nice thing for the little kids, if you have the booklet, if I take all these pieces out, they're trying to make this shape with these colors. So the nice thing about the junior version, you put it inside here, notice they're trying to make these shapes. So it makes it a little bit simpler than the adult version of Kanoodle. And so what you're trying to do is they take the color and they're matching with the shape, right? So if I look here, I'm looking at, okay, the pink. So I need to, okay, as a child, they're going to try to figure out what shape to put it in. Oh, look, there it fits right there. Then they can grab the next color. Okay, what shape am I going to use? And they can put it there. And so they just keep going and moving the object, their spatial reasoning, and seeing which way it's going to fit. And of course, as they go, the stars, they're going to get a little bit harder, right? So this one was a really simple puzzle, but it gives them that confidence that they need. And then when they're done, they can just pull the book out and they can go on to the next puzzle if they want, and they can flip it over. So this one is all popsicles, kind of the same thing, another 1 star. And then all the way on up, like I said, up to 5 stars. So this one, as they get more difficult, then they have some pieces missing. So they're having to figure out, they give them some clues, but notice for the blue is not just 2 pieces, it's actually 4. So they have to figure out which way the puzzle can go to then fit all the other pieces. So it's a really great leveled activity. It goes from really easy. So that's why the range is 4 to 7. My 4-year-old was able to do the 1 stars relatively easily. And now at 7, he's able to do them all the way up. Sometimes with a little bit of help, but if he works through the easier ones first to build his confidence, then he can move on to the harder ones. But overall, it's such a great activity for travel. It's a really sturdy game, so I don't have to worry about that. The losing the pieces is not really a concern. When they're trying to get the pieces back in, they can always go back to one of those easier puzzles and just to get them put back in there into the case. But then the case closes and it's all contained in this one little game. So overall, it's a really fun game, and it's grown really well with my son over the last several years.